control are you?
Well, I'm leaving Mohawk. I guess I'd say a disappointing night. I guess Canadian Titan race good. Mario made the front with her, and somebody said, well, he could have been over half in a minute. Oh, sure he could have. Yeah, I'm sure he could have known that everybody ran in the backfield. I think knowing that filly shut her air off last week, he did the smart thing. 27-3, 27-4, something like that. Second quarter in 29-4. Now, if he had tried to back them up 31 seconds, he could have got her in trouble, but then he would have fished somebody out that would have put the pressure on him. I thought the filly showed some tenacity tonight. We're going to have her to the vet, make sure she's 100% for the final. But I was happy considering the other division went in 57-3. Canadian Titan is definitely one of the horses to watch in the final, I would think. Enduring Strength, I thought raced huge. He scoped very sick. Not sick as in he's going to miss the final, but lots of mucus, a little bit of red stuff at the bottom, and he too had an ulcer on his palate. So they'll put him on antibiotics all week, the same antibiotics that Capistrano bounced back with last week. So it works quick and it works well. I think Enduring Strength will be near the top of his game for the final. That's a different bunch. 56 might be a bit much for him right now. Now, the good news is, because he didn't finish first or second, he just stayed under the level of racing in the Harvest Series, which should be quite a bit easier. So, if he had finished first or second, he would have missed out on that. He would have made too much money and would have been over the limit for the Harvest Series, I believe, Autumn Harvest, doesn't matter. The one for 30,000 that comes up in 3 weeks' time. So Enduring Strength has another couple of races left for him, which is fine. He's really come around. He's smart. His manners are so much better. You guys can see that. Even in Georgian Downs when he won in 58, he was a runaway on me. We had to change a bunch of his headgear, and tonight he was a perfect gentleman. Just perfect to deal with. Obviously, he ran out of air with that mucus, but he'll be close to 100%, I think, for the final. He's going to have to be. I don't know if 56 is attainable for him, but he definitely can be, I'm going to say. And listen, it's a horse race, 2-year-old trot race. Anything can happen in a 2-year-old trot race. A number of horses could make breaks, and who knows, but he's handy. He's relatively fresh still, and seems like he's got his head on straight now. So really excited about him. Obviously, disappointed with the pacing fillies. I thought Need Your Opinion, everything was going well with her, and she come up flat. Last start of the year, she's made a break. She's had some sketchy starts that probably took some of the snap out of her, but overall, a little disappointing. First time I can say I was disappointed with her, but at the same time, it's the end of the year and it takes a lot away from them. We saw that trend tonight. Mario believed that maybe Wiggle the Light just wasn't good enough. Pace 54. Maybe he's right. He could be right. But at the end of the day, she also has the Harvest Series. At the end of the day, whether she was sick or whether she wasn't or what she was, she didn't make the final. And obviously, I was disappointed. Doug Gilmore was here. All our clients were here. We were all rooting for Capistrano was going to save the day. It started to look good. I saw the first quarter flash up, 26 in a piece. I'm like, this is going to work well. And then the guy behind me was in a big hurry to get going, had to get going in a big hurry, and tried to pin me down. I shoved him out of the way. And then I ended up second over. Now, the problem is they hit the brakes a little bit in the second quarter. They danced a little bit in the third, and that's a problem for Capistrano. If you noticed last week, they weren't going that much in the third quarter. She still gapped a bit and put a couple little steps in, laid up on that head pole. She did that again tonight. The only difference was they were rocking in the last turn, and they got away on me. We come out of the turn. They're going to 53-1, not 54-3, and I think Capistrano did what she could. Just the way the trip worked out, it wasn't enough. Had they went a little faster half and slowed down and they come back to me a bit, yeah, I would have got them. But it's just that when they picked up speed in the place they did, it was really tough for her to keep going, and she raced as good as she could also, and unfortunately our 3 pacing fillies, who I really thought we had a really good chance with, didn't make it. So the one thing, and I was talking to our owners after, I think everybody understands, but it's a disappointing time, right? You have to absorb it and, really have to lick your wounds and just get over it. But at the end of the day, what people have to understand is 2-year-old seasons are made to build the rest of their career. They aren't made to bottom them out and get every nickel you can out of them and suck every dollar you can out of them and potentially injure them, harm them, beat them up so they come back a fraction or a shadow of the horse they were or could be. 2-year-old seasons are meant to build horses. And, I think regardless of what horses, how they finish tonight, no matter what happened, we have some intelligent, smart horses that have an opportunity to put some money on the board, money and points on the board next week or next year, and I believe they will. Whether it be Need Your Opinion, who showed a lot of tenacity, or whether it be Capistrano, who again had parts of the year where she was just lame, she was sore, she worked hard through it, just a tough filly, and then again with Wiggle Delight, hopefully she can grow up and be a decent filly. I mean, she's obviously bred to be one. There's residual broodmare value there also, and I think a filly that can pace in 54 as a 2-year-old, you would hope, pace 51, 52 in a piece as a 3-year-old. She has the ability to grow. She has the breeding to grow into a better horse, and I believe she will. So, looking at the 5 horses we raced today, obviously I was a little disappointed we didn't get our fillies in, but we did get Canadian Titan in. We did get Enduring Strength in. They both look like they're contestants for next week in the form of, I believe Canadian Titan's one of the best fillies in that division, and I believe Enduring Strength, although I can't formulate a plan where you could beat Mike Safdik's horse, that good colt of Ed Picconi's, he could break. Trotters do it all the time. He could get a bad trip. He could shuffle back. Lots of things could happen. At the end of the day, I think Enduring Strength's handy enough. We can race him however we want. A healthy Enduring Strength probably trots 56 and a piece, 57. That makes him a contender, I think. So we do have 2 horses in the final. We didn't get our 5 in, but we got 2 in the grassroots finals for next week. We're putting away 2 of the fillies that didn't make it tonight. Wiggle Delight will race in the Harvest Series, and then we'll shut her down also this year. She'll end up probably with 10 or 11 starts. Not the end of the world. She's pretty easy on herself. So that's that. Obviously, we're trying to get the drone done for you guys tomorrow. The rain is supposed to come. So hopefully it doesn't rain a lot. Well, maybe if we luck out, it misses us. If it's raining tomorrow morning, we can't drone. But at the same time, we also got 2 horses in tonight. Girls with Swirls. Our girls showed up from Maryland. And our 3 Ohio breds, we only bought one of them. Jason bought one and Danny bought one. But we have 2 horses to break tomorrow. So if we can't make the drone tomorrow, I'm going to give you guys a little sneak peek on how we break horses. A little accelerated from some of the smaller stables and the way you would have done it in the past. I remember when I was a kid working in PEI, to break a horse, first you teach them the harness for a couple of days, line drive them, walk them, maybe put the cart on them, walk behind the cart, jog them. It would be a 2-week process. And if you tried to snap a horse 15 years ago in a jog cart on day 1 the way we do, you would be looking for a new jog cart. And we haven't had any issues. We broke 35 of them so far, snapped them all in the cart, went right out with them. They're all perfect. They're different though. They're handled a lot more now than they used to be in the past. So we'll give you guys a sneak peek on what it will be looking like. Girls with Swirls. I'll break her tomorrow for you. You guys will get to see her jog. First time in the harness, first time in the jog cart, first time on the track. Maybe we'll let you see that anyway. But if it's raining, we definitely will. So that is that. Not the end of the world. We got 2 in the final. 3 did not get in the final, but all 5 raced well. And caps off a pretty good Ontario Sire Stakes season. The end of the season will be next week. Then we have a couple little late closers, the Harvest and the Autumn Series. And then that is it. For those of you who own Sunshine and Shade, he's racing on Monday, qualified well, racing on Monday. Now he fits both. He fits the tough class, the non-winners of 30, which would be the Harvest Series, and then he fits the cheaper one that was non-winners of 10, the Autumn Series. He fits that one also. So that's it. That's tonight. It's all over. We got the drone tomorrow, hopefully. We got dirt in my eyes. Got the drone tomorrow, hopefully. I'm going to show you guys how we break our babies, and then that's it. Sunday morning, I am off to do a pile of work in Lexington, Kentucky. So that's it. You believe it's exactly midnight? How ridiculous is that? Race 11 ended at 11:45. Wow. Anyway, I am going to go home, get some sleep, be up tomorrow. We'll either do the drone or we will show you how we break our horses. Take care.